Heir. In the waning years of the last age, the Yeomont Wars wrote their final bloody strokes across the world of Kevora. With the wars ending and a new ruler on the Ashafate throne, the powers of the world returned their attention inward, taking time to grow in the calm after the storm. But with the excitement of the world diminished, new whispers are now heard. From cobbled streets to marbled palaces, a Yeomont child may yet live in exile, waiting for the moment to return and reclaim their throne. An heir in the shadows.
What's up, everybody? How we doing? Welcome. Oh, I've got things all out of whack. Welcome, everybody. Hello, one and all, to An Heir in the Shadows. You just excuse the mess while I do a little rearranging. I think once Stepdaddy gets his camera back on, he's gonna kick me over to where I need to be. But welcome, everyone, to Dungeons and Dragons. I'm here. I'm your humble game master, Tommy Frontseat, here with my gregarious gamers. Say hi, gregarious gamers.
Hi.
Hi.
There we go. Now everybody's in the right spot. All right. Starting things off, we've got Hicks in Your Mouth for Bast. We've got, Stepdaddy's still having camera issues. We've got Maddie for Sorona. Sammy Thick Thighs for Gertrude. And we've got the Dark Witch playing Femessa, who I'm occupying the spot for right now. And then Stepdaddy Kush, once he gets his camera on, working. There he is, playing Milo.
Hello.
There he is. All right. How we doing, everybody? Welcome in. For most people in the party, this is our first session of D&D. This is going to be a good time. We're gonna have some fun with this. Yes, welcome everybody in chat. We're just going to launch right into it. Imagine, if you will, this calm marketplace. Traders bustle about. People coming around, getting their daily wares, and as it moves from person to person, everyone's living their own lives. Everyone's got their own set of trials and tribulations that they're dealing with. And yet, while each story is different, they're equally as exciting. But we're not going to start there. We're not going to start in this marketplace. We're going to start on the road leading to the market, as we follow an unlikely pair coming down the road. We've got, as Milo shoulders his loot and kind of trundles along, he's following in the footsteps of this small Azamar cleric. Milo, please introduce us to your character, please.
Hello, everyone. I'm Milo Softport, folk hero, small village man. I like to tinker with some toys. I like to play music, use a little bit of magic through my music. I like to just have a good time, and incredibly attracted to the religiously confused.
Speaking of religiously confused, Femessa, introduce your character to us, please.
My name is Femessa. I am a cleric. As a child, I was abducted by the evil cult of Merkel and forced to serve the dead lord. And I have since broken away, and I am trying to find my way back into the good graces of Lathandar. However, I don't quite remember his teachings. So if I misquote anything, we're just gonna keep going.
We're just gonna keep going.
Trying to take life, not but I fucking hate the dead.
It's wonderful. Um, Milo, you came to us. You came to this point in time after, like you said, you were a little bit of a folk hero back home, and raiders came and attacked your town, and you know you used your song and your quick wit to turn the tide, aid your fellow villagers in turning back the raiders. And as you were helping to clean up after that, you started piecing things together, and you noticed that this wasn't just a regular band of brigands. This was some kind of a coordinated attack. So you sought out, and you left your village to try and find out what was going on. And along the way, you came across this cleric that had escaped from this cult that she was a part of. Her natural light at being a Lathandarite was corrupted and clouded by the Merkelites. And both of you joined on this road on your way up to the capital city, knowing that if you don't find answers along the way, certainly there's got to be something at Arison. As you walk along, you find different things that kind of strike your fancy. Nothing really that points you in the direction you were going for, but as you get into the market, for our first roll of the campaign, I'd like both of you to make a perception roll for me. On your sheet, that is going to be in the middle of that middle column.
I got a 20.
Ooh, a dirty 20. I like it. All right.
Dirty
I
20.
got a 15.
Dirty 20 and 15. Excellent rolls. Excellent. As you look around, we're kind of, this village that we're in is kind of like not in the outskirts, not in the border. It's not a border village, but it's definitely up in the mountain ranges of the Ashfade Empire, and it's kind of away from most things that we would call civilized. Like if this was in real world terms, this would have a one-stop light and maybe a McDonald's. It's one of those kind of towns. But at the same time, you look around and Femessa, you definitely clock someone who gives the vibe of like being a Merkelite. You don't see any insignia like there's any kind of organized order or a conclave nearby, but it's just somebody that maybe you don't want to talk to him. But you do look at him and he doesn't quite clock you. So you think right now, as long as you stay, keep distance from him, he's not going to he's not going to bother you. And then Milo, with yours, you find just a fairly common marketplace. You find, you see the guy, he honestly just looks like a really shady guy, but he's got, for you, Femessa, because you've been there and you've been in the cult, you can clock, like, he's got this sunken look about him that, like, he feels like death. To you, Milo, he just looks like a really shady motherfucker. And you guys walk through, don't really see anything that points in a direction that you're trying to get to. So definitely think once you find a spot to rest and recoup here for the night, you're going to make your way further up the road. But as we zoom back from you guys, we're going to follow another character a few weeks ago. Serona, you were until recently employed with a mercenary company. Just finished up your last job, and you and not the boss of the mercenary company, but this team lead that was in charge of your little job. You and him kind of got into a little tussle, and you decided, you know what, it was a good run while it lasted, but I think for now we're just gonna say I've had enough. Serona, give us a little more about your character.
I am Serona the Tormentor. I was raised as a child of the Nine Hills royalty, but my mom kind of had an affair with dad and kind of Zeused a bit on a demon, so I'm a variant tiefling. And that kind of formed my raising, because I wasn't raised by my parents. I was essentially raised in the barracks of the little soldiers that stayed in our castle. And once I hit adulthood, I basically was a soldier for a while. Kind of same concept. Wasn't really good with like my commanding officers and authoritative figures. Got in a fight. Basically got discharged. That was when I was picked up by the Blood X Mercenary Company. And I would pick up random jobs here and there with them and kind of just wander around, do my own little thing. And as you said, most recently, I kind of got in a fight with my little team leader of our group and kind of decided, you know what, screw it. I'm going to try out adventuring, see what happens.
Nice.
And here I am.
So, yeah, you've made your way to town. You've got your contacts that you've picked up through your years of mercenary and military work. But before you go dipping back into that bag, you've kind of made your way to this town, and you're just kind of wandering the market, looking for any kind of odd jobs that might be just a quick cash. And you come across this other guy that wasn't, because the last job just kind of ended here. The team lead is already like camped in the outskirts of town, ready to go, and there's one more character, or one more. What's the word I'm looking for? One more person that was in your entourage in the last job. A young half-elf swordsman by the name of Aramil, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, best of luck to you. I wish we could keep you around because you're a good sword, but you can't. I got your back. I've got your back on this, but I've got to keep making money for me. So, best of luck to you, Serona.
And at that point, I'm basically just like kind of nodding my head, like was like, yeah, good to know you, and then just kind of go my own way.
Yeah, just trying to keep it as, clean cut.
I've never really made genuine connections with the people I've worked with. I'm just kind of
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So he was just definitely as as just someone who worked alongside you, knew that you were a good sword hand. So hate to see you go, and then he wanders off and joins the rest of the crew. And then you turn your attention back to the market, and it's just normal bustling market. You see a posting up in the middle of town where you think you could find odd jobs and stuff like that. You kind of are perusing that. It's a lot of the same kind of, there are wolves around the farm, go clear them out, stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, I mean, they're okay. It's a couple bucks that I can make, but nothing that you really want to get into. But at that point, you also see coming up the road a tall centaur, and As a centaur comes into town, Gertrude, please introduce your character to us.
Yes, I'm Gertrude. I am a medium-sized centaur. I definitely wouldn't say I'm the biggest of the bunch, but I can definitely hold my own. At a solid 6'5", taller than your man's. Taller than your man's. Really, there's not much to know about me because I'm a mystery to myself. I woke up months ago with blood on my head and just confused as to how I even got where I was. And I knew from what I was wearing that I was some type of faction agent of sorts, but I couldn't tell you who. I couldn't tell you if I was a good or a bad guy or what I've done with my life. All I know is I have a very specific set of skills. And I continue day by day seeing that I have all these different skills and abilities, but I have no idea how they came to be. And I continue to have small flashbacks and hope that I can piece my life back together. Until then, I'm going to use my skills and abilities to find my way through and see if I can't get all these puzzle pieces put back together.
All right. Yeah, like you said, you woke up not too long ago, just on the side of the Champions Road, bloodied, pounding headache, just absolutely clothes stained with blood, and you can't tell how much is yours and how much is somebody else's. But just judging, just as you do kind of a quick check, looking at yourself and looking at how hurt you are and how much blood there is, it's such a disproportionate amount. It's like, a lot of this blood is not mine. But you don't see any of their bodies with you. So, you get up, trundle your way into town, and, kind of the same thing. You're just looking for insight. You've got this very vague, very cloudy kind of image of what you used to do. And as you get into town, you see etchings like on the side of the rock wall that click in your mind as familiar, but you don't recognize what from. Same thing, you've got, this sigil on your chest or on this little medallion that you're wearing, and you don't know where it's from or what faction it would lead to. So your main goal is just, I need to find out more about what's going on. As you get into town and kind of look around, no one else really strikes you as this person is going to know me and what I'm doing. So you kind of walk into the market and kind of see if anything, you just keep your eyes peeled to see if anything strikes your fancy. And then from there, we're going to introduce our last character, but in order to do so, we're going to hop planes a little bit. Bast, why don't you introduce your character?
Well, hello everyone. I'm Bast Nightbane. I'm a half elf warlock, chaotic good. I don't have any memory of my parents. I was orphaned as a young child, and whoever killed my parents stole me away and took me to the Fey realm, where I have been living and constantly surviving and just trying to make it every day. Yeah, pretty much it.
All right. As you're out and about the Feywild, you come across this grove, and in the middle of the grove is this. It's not like this weapon, this hammer is kind of stuck in the stone. It's just kind of sitting there on this stone pedestal. But as you get close to it, you hear this voice in your head. Come, fulfill
destiny.
You just okay. And as you get closer,
Wield the hammer. Take what is yours.
and so as you pick it up, suddenly out of the brush to one side, jumps a hobgoblin and two other little sprites that you can see. And you see the hobgoblin kind of looks at him. He got to the hammer first. Get him! And they go chasing after you. And as you're running with the hammer, you can hear it talking to you. And he just says, "I will give you a way out." And in your hand manifests this. It's not even like a scroll where you have to like use it. It's simply a glyph. It's kind of a glyph in the just on your hand, this floating glyph, and you just kind of cast it out, and this portal opens, and you can kind of see what looks like some town market as you dive through. And as you dive through, you kind of tumble out, and you look back, and the portal starts to close, and at the last second, the hobgoblin just sticks his hand through and rips it back open. And he and his two come out. And all this happens right in front of everybody. As we all kind of come together in this moment, you see this half-elf tumble out of this portal and two guys chasing after him. Gertrude, give me a dexterity saving throw. Actually, Bast, you too. All right.
Wait, so I have to
On your
dexterity
page,
check?
dexterity saving throw. It's going to be in a little pocket underneath your name.
I got a 3.
You got a 3? Oh
Yeah.
no! On that one. Oh, no! Sorry, saving throw. Would it be
Did
the
I not do
same?
saving throw?
It's that little window underneath your stats.
Oh shoot. Yeah, it would have been the same.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
There's a little window that's bottom labeled saving throws.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Cool.
3.
We are so strong.
A 1 + 2 and a 4 - 1. All right. Both of you, as the portal opens, Bast comes tumbling out through and just absolutely clocks Gertrude in the side. Both of you go tumbling. It makes this commotion and kind of puts everybody on. Oh, something's happening. And at that last moment where you're kind of collecting yourself and you look at each other as you're both laying on the ground, the hobgoblin steps out with his two little sprites. And he just lowers his sword at you. He says, "Give it back!" I'm going to need everyone here to roll initiative.
Seven.
Lovely.
Wait, why am I not seeing initiative?
It's that
Oh,
minus
never mind.
1. Yeah.
I got a 6.
Lovely.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Solid
right.
1.
Serona got a
number 1.
7.
Sammy.
She
got a
was
3.
number 1.
What'd you
Myra
say,
got a
Sa-
19 + 1.
What'd you get?
I had a 7.
Okay, you have a 7.
Milo's muted right now.
Milo is muted.
Yes, I am. I rolled a 19.
A 19.
Wow.
Lovely. And Bast, what did you get?
6.
6. Lovely. All right. Bear with me for one moment while I get everything. There you are. Lined up. Okay. And while I'm here, we'll summon the players to the board. Oh, come on. Why don't I have you?
Broken.
Oh, that's why. Da, 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 da. Cool. So, as we jump into combat, actually, you're closer, like there, and you're gonna be there. And I'm gonna
Wait,
say that
where
both of
are
you
we?
are gonna start
Yeah, I'm not even seeing myself.
prone.
Tailspire.
Yeah, I'm not either.
You're not seeing anything?
Yeah,
I'm not-
no characters on the
Mm-mm.
board.
Oh, because I need to. GM tools. Player permission. That one goes to Sammy.
There we go.
There we go.
Yep.
Oh,
This.
I'm dead.
You're just knocked down. You're just knocked down.
I'm taking a nap. I'm sorry.
You're taking a nap. Okay. You go to Hex.
Napping on the job. I'm sorry.
Oh, there I am.
You
Okay, so
go
that's
to.
There I am.
Oh, Holly's not in.
I see her on mine. Well, I meant the
Did she get in the game?
No, she doesn't have Tailspire.
Oh, okay. That's fine. I will move you around then.
Okay, sorry.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. I'm also going to give permissions for you to Stepdaddy, and then
My permissions as well.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There you go. Ta-da! All right. As you two are knocked over on top of you. Yeah. So essentially what that means is you're going to need to spend half of your movement to get up. Also, chat, you can roll exclamation D20. It's not going to do anything, but you can. And you see, coming out of this portal that is now closed behind them, this hobgoblin and his two sprites. Auto roll initiative. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I don't need you guys to go that well. Alrighty. So, we're gonna start things top of the order with Milo. You are right here. And yeah, so you've got you and Famessa down, just coming in. These two kind of got knocked over. Sorona's over here, and everyone else seems to be just kind of milling about, just commoners around the area. And then these three are the ones that you're really focusing on. So, is your first turn to act?
my first turn.
What would you like to do?
I'm trying to see on the board here. How many are around that I need to kind of? I want to jump in and protect them, and how many are around them that I?
Right
would
now,
like
nobody's
to-
like kind of closed because there was this half second where he was jumping out of the portal and the other guys had to come out. It's these three, the hobgoblin, or it's the model as a bugbear, and then the two tomts behind him, the two red caps behind him. Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone else in the market sees this, and especially sees the hobgoblin and the sprites come out, and just immediately starts screaming. And these two, as you kind of clock them, just kind of like turn and look in terror, like they've never seen anything like this in their lives.
Mhm.
So you're not sure how helpful they're going to be in this moment.
Right. Would it be too early for me to throw or cast an earth tremor to kind of already the goblins that hopped out to kind of just put them on edge?
No, you can do whatever you like. Movement, action, and bonus action in any particular order.
Alrighty, I would like to cast earth tremor.
What did you say? Earth tremor?
Yes.
Lovely. What is that for me? Is that a? Oh no, wait. I roll the intelligence save. For. Is that an area effect thing? Let me. I should have you all pulled up, but I don't. All right, Milo. Earth tremor. 10 foot. Oh, okay. So the way that's a 10-foot radius around you.
Oh.
So in order for this to be effective, you're going to need to move close to this.
Okay.
If that's something you'd like to do, we could definitely do that. You
Yes.
get essentially it's going to be 6 tiles worth of movement, so you can definitely get within range.
Okay.
Somewhere right there.
Yep. Let's get right on them.
Cool. What's that? 6.5. Nah, that's not gonna work. There's that. It's not gonna get this last guy, but it will definitely get these other 2. You're just out of range to get everybody.
Okay.
So we'll cast that. I need to roll intelligence saves. No, sorry, not intelligence. Dex saves.
Okay.
And up at the top of your spells page, there's a save DC. What is that for me?
13.
13. Lovely. Okay, shush. All right. Here's going to be for the Hobgoblin. He adds a +1 to this. He saves. And the one Tumpt saves. So, failed save, the creature takes 1d6. Does it do anything with a... I don't think this one does anything with a
Bludgeoning
made save.
damage and is knocked prone.
That's with a failed save, but they did both make their saves.
Okay.
So, that becomes... I wish I had a marker. I'll figure this out for next time, but the 10 feet around you suddenly becomes difficult terrain because as like the ground kind of tremors and gets disrupted and kind of just becomes loose, essentially dirt and rock around you. So, definitely made it more difficult for these guys to get out of their area, but neither of them took damage.
Okay.
With that, however, it is going to be the Hobgoblin next. And he just kind of looks at you and he says, "Mind your business." And he's going to push you. Give me a... I think it's going to be an athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Okay.
He's going to roll a strength check against you to push you 5 feet away.
You want me to? I'm gonna roll in acrobatics.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. You need to be a 13.
I rolled a 6.
All right. He just looks at you and says, "Mind your business, bud." Pushes you away. Pushes you just out of range. Doesn't quite knock you prone, but enough that he can freely move now. There.
Perfect.
And he's going to close 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. And does he get anything else? No. That was his action. Okay. Serona, you're next.
I am gonna do absolutely nothing because at this point I'm just curious to see what the fuck's happening.
Fair.
Go
Fair.
chaotic neutral.
Very
I'm
fair.
not doing shit. I just want to watch.
Bast.
Don't
That is
eat
you
your
now.
popcorn.
So I'll use half my movement to get up.
Cool.
Then I'm gonna use him. I'm right next to Bugbear. I
Yeah.
mean, said the Hobgoblin.
Yep.
So I will then cast Hex on him.
Cool.
I will do a let's do Wisdom Hex.
Cool. Bzz.
And then I'm going to cast my Eldritch Blast at him.
Eldritch Blast. I love it. Roll to hit.
10.
It's not gonna hit.
Hmm.
You open your hand and this dark purple energy kind of floats out and gets around him and kind of befuddles him for a moment as you take this moment to send out your Eldritch Blast. He's just right up in your face, so you send it and it just goes wide. All right, time for the minions. This one, seeing an easy target, is actually going to go for Milo.
Ah.
And he's going to roll to hit. He adds +2 to this. Yeah. Does a 7 hit?
I'm
Your
sorry,
armor
for-
class? Is a 7 is a 7 at
no,
or
my-
greater? No.
Armor is 11.
11. Okay, good to know. This guy, I think. What's his movement? 30? He can. This guy coming out of the portal after everybody sees you, Gertrude, and thinks that you're in on it. So he's also going to roll to hit. He has +2. Does a 12 hit?
I'm 11.
You're an 11? Okay.
I'm an 11.
Okay. He's gonna hit you for 4 damage. He's just this little guy. And he's got this tiny little sickle sword or whatever. So he smacks you just a little bit for that.
Where does it hit me? Where does
Um,
it smack me?
he's probably
'Cause
he's
I'm
coming
still on the
down-
ground, right?
Yeah, you're still on the ground. So he's just kind of coming up and slashing at you. Probably just catches you across the leg a little bit.
Oh, okay. So like little boo boo fell on the
Little
ground kind of a thing.
Yeah, a little boo boo.
Okay.
Nothing too big.
A Gertrude. let me rephrase. A Gertrude boo boo.
A Gertrude.
Like a Gertrude boo boo. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Somebody else would actually inflict more. Got it.
Fair. Famessa, that is your turn.
I will to the goblin that's standing closest to Milo.
Yeah.
I look at him and I say, "For whom the bell tolls," and cast Toll of the Dead.
Ooh, love it. All right. Roll me up a Toll of the Dead. It's going to be a 1d8 because he hasn't taken any damage. And I need to roll a wisdom save. What is your save DC? Oh, he has a -1 to this.
I rolled a 2.
Cool. At the top of that spell page, there's a save DC. What is that for me?
10.
The spell page.
Did you say 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yes, 10.
Lovely. He does save. So it doesn't do it. So he doesn't actually take that damage. He just kind of winces and looks at you. Eh? And you sense that while he is a creature of the Feywild, there's not a whole lot going between his ears, So that's your action. Any bonus action or movement?
No, I will stay exactly where I am.
Cool. Works for me. Gertrude. Rounding it out.
So at this point, I'm not like unconscious or anything, right? I've just tipped over.
You're just knocked over. You need to spend half your movement to get up.
Okay. So I'm gonna get up.
Cool.
I'm gonna look at the guy who slashed me,
Mm-hmm.
who did the little slash damage. I'm gonna say, I mean, was that really necessary? I mean, we're now just standing here. Do we really need to go further than this? I don't think you want to. Let's be honest.
Likewise, you just kind of see him look at you as he's just making noises, and you don't.
As he makes those noises, I'm just rolling my eyes and in just like pure disdain for what's happening. I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Okay.
Yeah, you think he's not one that can be reasoned with, purely for lack of intellect.
And I realized that very quickly with the response I get.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez.
So, with that being said, I feel like he needs a little love tap from my hooves to try to scare him away a little bit and intimidate.
Go for it.
Okay. Wait, do I roll intimidation or do I roll my melee
No, yeah,
My
you're
hoof
gonna roll
melee
a
attack.
hoof attack.
of attack? Okay.
Yeah.
$19 on the hooves.
19's gonna hit for sure. Roll me some damage.
With a 5 damage.
5? Oh my gosh. Okay, that's a B. Cool. You kick him in the face, and he just kind of like stands there befuddled for a second. But it doesn't look like anything's really changed as far as his demeanor.
Is he still making noises at me, or is he just...
Well, he's not making
Just,
noises,
like, confused.
but that's because he's just trying to like stop seeing stars, you know. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Bonus action from you. The charge attack doesn't apply because you didn't move. So really, the only bonus action would be to enter a rage.
I'm sorry, would you repeat that for me?
Bonus actions for you. The only one that really applies at this time because you didn't move to use the charge attack would be rage.
I'm trying to decide if it's really worth it to go into a rage over this.
Again, as the barbarian, that's kind of that's your shtick. Is like you get into combat
Okay,
in
fair
rage
enough.
so that incoming damage is halved. Most incoming damage is halved, and you add more damage to your melee attacks.
Okay. So he's giving me this like befuddled whatever look, right?
Yeah.
Giving me this befuddled whatever look, and I'm just irritated at this point. I'm
Yeah.
so irritated to the point where I just put my head down and I'm just shaking my head like, what the fuck? This is so stupid. Why do they feel like they have to do this to me right now? And the voice in my head just keeps getting louder and angrier and just more just aggressive. And I'm just like, I just can't let him get away with this. Like, this is so freaking stupid. We're in the middle of the freaking area. This is insane. And as I'm leaning down, my face is leaning down. I look up and he sees the sheer darkness that my eyes have become. And I start going into a rage
Lovely.
over the little cut he put on my hoof.
All right. So that is a rage. Back to the top of the order, Milo. That is you.
That is me. Righty. So from here, I've now inserted myself into this town squabble. But being a small town folk hero that I am, I want to protect everyone in this town. So I would like to turn to this little goblin behind me. And I would like to just, feel in the heat of the battle, everything that's going on. I kind of just want to try a little slash at him.
A little slash at this guy behind you.
Yes.
Lovely. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, attack. Okay. Attack. It's right here on the actions, correct?
Yes, as an action.
Okay. It's an action. Okay. Roll the hit DC.
Yep.
Okay. Rolling.
Rolling.
Total of 19.
19 will definitely hit. All right, so roll me up some damage.
Okay. Oof, a 1.
Oof, just a 1 as you slice across him with your dagger. You just kind of whip around to this guy that took a swing at you, and you're like, "Excuse me." You just slash him with just across the top of the head with your dagger and kind of just nick him in the forehead. All right, the hobgoblin is going to go, and he is going to take another swing at. He's going to take another swing at Bast, trying to grab that. God. He doesn't. Okay. That one would have hit, but that doesn't count. Damn. Yeah, and all his bonus stuff is if he hits, and he doesn't fucking hit. God damn it. Okay, Serona, your turn.
At this point, I'm going to launch into flight,
Ooh, okay.
and I'm going to shoot the hobgoblin that shot at Horsey, because no one
Ooh.
touches Horsey.
Okay. You're shooting at the big guy, yeah?
Sorry, not the hobgoblin, the little,
The little one? Perfect. Even
yeah,
better.
the little gnome-looking fucker.
Yeah. Roll to hit.
21
That's gonna fucking hit.
with 9 damage.
damage. Awesome.
Because obviously these people can't handle themselves, so I have to do something.
So you I love that so much.
Fucking idiots.
Gertrude, you kick this guy in the face, and you're just kind of staring him down as you're in this rage. And as you kind of look up at him and show him the darkness within, an arrow comes screaming over your shoulder and just embeds itself in the gnome's neck, and he keels over.
No one touches Horsey.
Bast, it is now your turn.
So, as all that was happening, I was just staring at my hands because I've never actually casted an Eldritch Blast before since I just
Ooh,
got the weapon.
That's true, yeah.
So, kind of just staring there, looking at my hands, and I was amazed at what I just did. So I look at the hobgoblin again, and I try another time to hit it with an Eldritch Blast.
Lovely. Roll to hit.
Oh, God damn it, a 7.
7. As you try and focus, it seems like the harder you think about it, the more it kind of just goes, feels wild in your hands. And as he, takes a swing at you, same kind of thing. You should think about it, but then step back, and it just sends it off wide. Do you have any bonus actions or anything?
Yeah, sure. I will. I curse out loud because I missed, and I accidentally cast my Hexblade curse on him.
Ooh.
So
Read that off.
gain
for me.
+2 bonus to damage. So once per short rest, as a bonus action, choose one creature you can see within 30 feet to curse for 1 minute, if the target or until the target dies. Against the cursed target, you gain +2 bonus to damage rolls. Score a critical hit of 19 or 20. You gain 4 health points
If it dies.
if it dies.
That's handy.
That
Cool. And I do believe that stacks on top of the curse or the hex because it's not an actual spell.
Yep.
Oh, that's handy. The heck.
I know.
All right. So that guy's down. This is the one by Milo. And he's just going to take yet another swing at you.
Okay.
Yeah. That's going to hit. For another... No, there it is. For another 4 damage to you.
You said for 4 damage to me?
4 damage, yes. Just 4 damage
So-
as he takes this little scythe thing and just, or sickle, and just slashes at your abdomen.
Okay. So with that, I need to add 4 damage to myself up here?
Yep.
Or... Okay. Add 4 damage. Ugh. Ugh. That
Oof.
hurt.
Cool. Famessa, that is your turn.
I look at the dashingly handsome bard and and I say, "Not today, sweet cheeks," and I cast false life on him.
Oh, that's great. Actually, false life is only a self thing.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
False life is self. Yeah, I don't think you have a heal quite yet.
Okay. Then. So sorry, my computer just kind of crashed.
No worries.
So I can't even pull up your stream. Is there still that goblin standing
He's-
right next to Milo?
He's still right.
Yes.
Yes, he's still standing right next to Milo. Just kind of menacingly as he's slashed across his abdomen.
Okay.
A couple different offensive spells, depends on what you want to do.
I look at that goblin and I say Sacred Flame.
Ooh,
And I
I
cast
love
Sacred Flame.
Love it. Cool. He gets to roll a dexterity save. If you can or when you can, roll me up 1d8 of damage. He is not going to make that save. Holy shit.
Apparently my computer just disconnected from the Wi-Fi.
Ew.
I can't even do anything.
Okay. Just with your okay, I'm just going to go ahead and I can go ahead and click it for you. So let the computer do the rolling.
Yes. Sorry.
That's fine. No, that's fine. Cool.
It's only fine if you make the save.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Otherwise, he's cheating.
Otherwise, I'm cheating. Right. You stretch out your hand and kind of mutter this word, and this white hot flame scorches from your hand and catches him across the side of the head, knocking him for 4 damage. So nicely done. He's looking pretty fucked up at this moment. Gertrude, that is now you. You've just got the Hoblin now in front of you. All right. Gertrude, Sammy.
Yes.
That's a you. You've just got the.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You've just got the.
I'm
hobgoblin.
sorry. I'm having to simultaneously. I was modding and
you're
somebody got
modding.
follow botted, so I've been having to try to listen and work at the same time. I'm so sorry.
no. Yeah, it's your turn. You've just got the hobgoblin in front of you.
And I did my rage.
You did your raid. You're in rage.
Okay, so the guy that's right in front of me, no damage has happened to him yet, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, I've shot at him twice and missed twice.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay. So So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look him dead in the eyes. I'm gonna say, you guys really didn't have to ruin my day like this. We really didn't have to go this far. And I continue with bringing my double-bladed scimitar up in my dark-eyed fury and rage. I take a swing at him.
Lovely. He looks at you before you draw, and he goes, "I don't even know who you are." And then
And I'm
you
gonna
swing
say, do you
across.
really think I give a fuck? You're trying to kill me.
right.
And I rolled a 10.
Roll the 10?
Wait, no. Isn't it +2?
No, that's only on your damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you take a swing at him, and he just kind of, as you swing at him and kind of miss, he gets up in your space. He goes, "I don't give a fuck either."
So my blade misses, I take it?
Yes,
completely?
You miss.
Okay. Sad day.
Sad day. Milo, top of the order.
Yes.
It is you. You've got the one in front of you that's taken some damage, and has just slashed you for 4.
Since his little curved dagger has sliced my abdomen,
Yes, indeed.
I would like to cast Cure Wounds on
Cool.
myself.
All right. That's a, I believe that is, yeah, that is a touch. Yes, you are able to touch yourself. Roll
I
up
am.
your,
Ayo.
you can roll it if you want, but because of your +3, you're going to get full. You're going to be back up to full health.
Yes, I
Yeah,
would like
you
to
can roll it up if you like.
4.
Perfect.
I gained back my 4.
You
I take out my left hand and I start rubbing my tummy, and a small green glitter starts to heal my wound as I point to the goblin and say, "You wish this should have killed me."
Again,
I
he just kind of, he's just kind of like befuddled by the magic.
Just, hold on,
It's just
to
like,
get the
of
full
all the
effect,
ways it
just-
could have happened. he starts doing it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't you look stupid right now, goblin?
Lovely. Lovely. All right. That is Mr. Hobgoblin, who now has taken swipes from both of you.
And no damage.
And no damage. Not that he's really wanted to talk. He hasn't done a whole lot himself. He's going to keep going after Bast. Ooh.
Doesn't hit.
Uh,
No.
what
Sorry. I don't know if he gets modifiers. I'm
what's
16.
You're a 16? 16, he rolls exactly a hit. 16 with his +3.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So he's going to hit you for 6 slashing damage.
Ouch.
Just comes across, he goes, he looks at Gertrude, he goes, "I'll deal with you later." And he just brings it up and slashes down across Bast. And then his bonus, martial advantage, once per turn, Hob can deal an extra 2d6. Within 5 feet an ally. No, the ally's dead. Okay, never mind then. Serona, that is you.
I am going to target the hobgoblin again
Lovely.
because he said he was going to touch Horsey, and I don't like it. No one touches Horsey.
No one touches Horsey. Okay.
That is a 11 for hit.
11 does not hit. you see the arrow just kind of, as he finishes this swipe on Bast, just misses in front of him, and he kind of locks eyes at you. You're on the list.
I love lists. It's my favorite.
It's my favorite. Bast, that is any movement from you, Serena?
No, I'm just gonna stay hovering in the air with flight.
Cool. Bast, your turn.
Oh, I'm gonna pull my arms back and try another Eldritch Blast to see if I can maybe finally hit with one of them.
Cool.
Yeah,
roll
no,
to hit.
a nat 1.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Just terrible. So I pull my arms back and I try for my third Eldritch Blast in a row, and I miss again.
You like wind up Kamehameha style and just ready up, and as you're like about to cast it, the slash comes down and kind of comes between the arms and across your chest and throws it wild. Oh man. All right. Back to our little gnome over there. Is going to take yet another swing. Just at this point, you think there's not a whole lot going on in his brain. He's just been ordered to attack. Oh, it's not good. Oh, it's not good.
Ooh.
He crits
Ooh.
on Milo.
Okay.
For oh wait, no, that's a stat block. There it is. For 8 piercing damage.
Or 8.
8.
Okay. Is there anything I can do to save myself?
To mitigate that, no, not as it is. If as a rogue, rogues have a thing called uncanny dodge. That's the only thing aside from
I see.
spells or shield or something like that that lessens incoming damage. But other than that, I think you're just taking it.
Well, with that damage, he has knocked me down to 1 hit point left.
1 HP in a dream. Milo.
And I let out a loud. I should have killed you when I had the chance.
You see this guy just kind of goes into a frenzy and just slashes and catches you right up in the shoulder and then takes it all the way down across the chest in this giant cutting wound. Milo is looking real fucked up.
Oh, it's gonna hurt in the morning.
Famessa, that is your turn.
You're muted, baby.
There you go.
I can't spare the dying just yet.
No,
To
but that is a nice
the,
back pocket spell to have.
Yes. To the goblin standing in front of Milo, I cast Sacred Flame again.
Sacred Flame again. Wonderful. He's going to roll his dexterity save. He sees it coming out of the corner of his eye and just absolutely like and takes it in the side of the head again. How much damage did you roll?
2.
2? Okay. He is still looking. He's now looking very fucked up. Like, another hit. He's right there with Milo. Like, they've been going back and forth, and they're just beating the hell out. It looks like that. Like, they've just traded blows, but, you know, most of it's been you clocking him in the side of the head with white-hot fire.
Just burned his hat off.
His like this whole side of his hat is just gone and scorched, and the other half is just kind of hanging on one of his large ears. Any? What else do you have for bonus actions? That's it. Spare the Dying. Ooh, Spare the Dying is a bonus action. That's handy. Cool. Any movement from you?
No.
Okay.
I just stand there.
Okay, doke. Gertrude. That's you.
It's me?
That's you.
Okay. Because I still got big man on campus in front of me, right?
You do.
Yes.
I'm just even more livid because I missed. The internal workings of my brain are Gertrude, what the fuck was that? You really missed. He's right in front of you. You're an idiot. Let's try this again, okay? But with gusto.
With gusto.
With gusto, ma'am. And I'm just like hype up. My internal dialogue is just hyping me up to try this again. So we're gonna roll again.
All right.
Mother 8.
Eight's not gonna hit.
8.
What are you actually rolling?
Gertrude's gusto is not going
I mean,
well.
to be fair, like that whole like pocket of people, nobody's really rolling well to hit.
No, none of us are.
The gusto was not enough.
It's just like all three of you just have so much energy, and you've got your rage. Bass has got like just will to escape and get the hell out of here, and that hobgoblin's just full mad, and you're all just kind of like stumbling over each other trying to hit one another. And as you send another swing wide, Milo, that's you, my guy.
Yes, that is me. Where are we at with said goblin in front of me?
He is also looking
Brought
very
me down
fucked up.
drastically.
He is also looking very
He's
fucked up.
also looking very fucked up.
Yeah. He's not down. I will tell you, he's
Okay.
not down to 1, but he's looking very.
It's very close. And I believe I cannot use. I don't. Am I out of spell slots to use this?
What you want to use is a cantrip right now,
The cantrip, yes.
Yes.
because those you can use as much as you want. The
Yes.
spells you only have certain spell slots for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct.
Vicious mockery.
I was thinking I would like to use Vicious Mockery, but in my mind, I'm looking at this little goblin in front of me, but I'm now starting to root for Gertrude and Bast. And I so desperately want to turn and yell insults at the big hobgoblin, but I know I have the little goblin in front of me.
Yeah.
The decisions in my mind are leading me to take the chance and yell Vicious Mockery towards the hobgoblin to help my new, what I'm hoping will become friends.
Wonderful. What is your insult, or what is it? How do you mock this guy?
As I slowly turn and look at him, I say, if ignorance is bliss, you must be the happiest person alive.
He needs a wisdom save, I believe. Was it still
Yes.
13? Okay.
13.
Roll me up some
Okay.
damage.
Will. Only a 2.
2.
That has to be because of my massive gaping shoulder wound. Was not able to hurl it correctly.
You see as you like send out this spell with your words, this little twinge of magic kind of clicks in his head, and he kind of looks over at you, and he looks at your wound, and he goes, "What's ignorance mean?" And he just kind of befuddles him for a second, and does kind of crinkle his brain like a little like a brain freeze. But cool. With that,
I hear him say, "What does ignorance mean?" And I say, "I don't know."
oh, I haven't been asking you. Any bonus action? You've got 2 weapon fighting and then bardic inspiration. You've got 3 of those that you can dole out every day, and then somebody else will get an additional 1d6 to add to their hit dice, ability checks, or saving throw.
Okay.
Which Gertrude and I could desperately use since we can't hit shit today.
Yes. Yes, I was thinking that, and I would actually like to use my bardic inspiration on Gertrude and Best.
All right. It's gonna be one at a time.
One.
One at a time.
I will
So-
start with, as I turn and I'm losing much blood, and I just see the glimpse of a green cape. Then I throw my bardic inspiration.
Lovely.
Thank you.
The shimmer of the green cape.
The shimmer of the green cape.
Or was it his eye? I don't know.
I don't know. Wonderful. With that, the hobgoblin is gonna go. Momentarily distracted by this brain fart that he got from Milo. But he shakes it off and he's going to roll to take a swing at Bast again. Okay. Are you sure you didn't want to give Bardic to the hobgoblin?
No, he's sure.
All right. Takes a swing and just can't collect himself. Swings wide. Serona, that is your turn.
I am. Is it possible for me to shoot around Milo with the way he's standing? Or above him?
Because you're flying, I'll say that you get a free shot.
Okay, I am gonna try and hit the little gnome dipshit in front of the guitar guy.
Cool.
Because fuck names.
Range, well, yeah, longbow? Yeah, you're well within range.
10.
It's not gonna hit.
Fuck. I crank an arrow back just because I'm annoyed that they keep talking and that the guitar guy keeps saying shit and not doing anything. And so I go to shoot an arrow and it pierces through the brim of his hat going through it and then completely over the little gnome dude and just whiffs the shot.
It through like the hat, the unscorched half of his hat, just goes right through it. He does not even clock that he got shot at. Does not even clock that. Cool. Any movement from you?
Where can I move?
Yeah, you can move yourself around.
Let's see. Come on. I am gonna move basically to right at the edge of this little snow-capped tree.
Okay.
That's not what I wanted.
You should be able to move. Yeah.
That's what I wanted.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Perfect. Lovely. Bast, that is you.
Do I have to announce my bardic inspiration before I roll my hit, or can I do it after?
Before you know the outcome.
So I have to announce it before I roll.
This can be added to after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome. So go ahead and roll your attack, whatever you're doing.
I'm gonna look at my hands in just like utter frustration because I've taken 3 shots at this guy like 2 feet in front of me and I've missed. And I'm just shaking them out of anger. And as I'm shaking them, I accidentally shoot another Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
With bardic inspiration. Jeez, it's a 9, but then I am gonna use my inspiration.
Cool.
So that's a D6.
Yes, 1d6.
Come on, baby. 5.
5.
So that makes it a 14 to hit.
14's not gonna hit.
Damn. Yeah, as I accidentally shake an Eldritch Blast out of my hand, it just goes right by him again.
Yep. Oh man, this whole it's just a mess of people trying to hurt each other. Just an absolute mess. Cool. Next up is Goblin, who's going to take yet another swing at Milo. And he is going to connect. Right? What's your AC? Armor class?
11.
11. He is going to connect. So Milo goes down.
I'm out of hit points.
Yep. On your turn, you will start making death saving throws. 3 failures and you are permanently dead. There's ways to circumvent that, but they're all incredibly expensive.
Finally, the guitar guy shut the fuck up.
Saron is just hovering by the tree like, Finally, one of them died. 3 successes if you roll. It's essentially 10 and lower or 11 and higher on your saves. 3 successes and you're up and stabilized. Or somebody can cast a spell. Famessa's got Spare the Dying, which will automatically stabilize you. Or if anyone has proficiency in medicine, they can come over and make a medicine check on you and stabilize you.
Okay.
That's how it's working.
You can't just do a help check.
With medicine proficiency.
Okay, you have to have it. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that is him. And now that you're down, he is going to take off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Why not? Yeah. Cool. Famessa, that is your turn.
Okay. I run up to that little group, that little gaggle of goblins right in front of me. And I yell, Azura Metron Synthos! And I cast Word of Radiance.
Ooh. Word of Radiance. 5 feet. There's no good spot to get both of them, just because right now Bast is in that spot that you would want to be in. Which one do you want to target?
Oh, I thought Bast was one of them. I guess the one to my right.
The little red cap?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put you there. Each creature of your choice that you can see within range. Cool. Roll me up some damage.
I rolled a 5.
Nice. This tiny little thing doesn't have a whole lot for Constitution. He's going to add a -1 to this. So, what's he got to hit? A 10? He needs a 9 or better to save and stay alive.
Oh.
Oof. You see he gets smacked with this Word of Radiance and it kind of the wind ripple across his face, but it doesn't seem to land with him. This droopy old hag kind of skin just kind of flaps in the wind.
Mr. Game Master, have you rigged our die on? I feel like I need to use my physical ones.
If you want to use if you want to use physical dice, you are more than welcome to. I have so many physical dice. I'm just trying to keep it honest by rolling on the street. Okay?
I don't know.
won't
Do you have
always get
hacks?
that.
What's happening?
I don't know what's
Weighted
going
die
on
in
in
the
this
game.
little gaggle
I
of
knew
people,
it.
okay? I don't know what's going on.
Also,
Yes.
as a bonus action,
As your bonus action. Yes.
I cast Spare the Dying on Milo. I say, once you were afraid, you were petrified.
Nice.
I hate it here.
I love it here.
All right. Creature becomes stable. You are not making death saving throws anymore. I don't know if you actually come up with 1 hit point. Boberator?
Yes, what is the definition of stable in D&D?
Yeah. You're not making saving throws, but I don't actually know.
A creature that doesn't make death saving throws even though it has 0 hit points.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I want.
Yeah.
A stable creature doesn't make death saving throws even though it has 0 hit points, but it does remain unconscious. So he
Okay.
does have 0
So
hit
you're
points.
not dying anymore. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
we can't do anything to give you health back right now.
He's just a sleepy boy.
He's just you're
just-
still
he
knocked
just
out,
needs the eepies.
but you're not gonna die anytime
EPB?
soon. Just a little eepy baby.
Just
Just a little eepy. Just a little eepy.
Who the fuck falls asleep in combat?
Soro's just over there you know
This
what? Whatever.
fucking
whatever,
idiot.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Whatever. Cool. Gertrude, that's you.
I've missed so many times, and I'm just, my internal dialogue is just dumb at this point. I am like just raging at myself at this point. There's exterior and interior rage because I'm just over here in my mind. I'm like, you idiot, you've done this before. But like, wait, actually, I don't know if I've done this before, but like, it feels like I've done this before, but I don't know what I'm doing, but I need to do this. I know how to do it. Like, what the hell is happening? Like, just freaking out on myself. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm just freaking out on myself. So I try a third time.
On Big
'cause
Boy?
I'm highly confident that that's what I need to do. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know what I'm doing. So I'm trying for a third on the Big Boy.
On the Big Boy. Take a swing.
Give me a big boy. 8.
I don't know what's going on with your dice. I truly don't.
You have hacks. You have hacks.
I'm walling in D&D.
Rigged. I
Fucking
swear.
aimbot.
Knew it.
I'm wall hacked. I'm walling in D&D.
You somehow are messing with the gravity of the die in
Of the
game.
die in game.
On the internet.
Scam.
On the
Yes,
internet.
it's a scam. It's you take a swing and you just you're close. You're close so many times, but just not landing at all. All right. Milo is down, but not making death saves, so he is secure for now. Hobgoblin, let's take one more swing at Bast. Yeah. It's gonna be a no. that's
Swing
see,
and hit himself. Jesus.
see, it's not even so much that it's a scam. It's just like we're in a Bermuda Triangle. At this point, the Hobgoblin just kind of whiffs again and looks at you two. And goes, all right, let's just get up and move over there, and we'll keep fighting. All right. Serona, that's you.
Honestly, I'm just getting like really annoyed with this fucking fight because no one has done anything but me or the scary like non-dead person.
Yeah.
And so I'm gonna try and hit the little gnome fucker in front of me again
Sure.
with an arrow and
Lovely.
attempt to not take his hat off. A fucking nat 1, but it's +6.
Even with the +6.
Yeah.
That one's gonna be a failure, but even then,
It's spreading.
it's
So
spread.
I'm gonna try and hit the gnome dude, and I'm gonna miss, and the arrow is gonna lodge in front of the big boy's feet.
Yep.
And I'm just sitting there floating, flying, scratching my head like, the fuck's wrong with me
What
today?
just happened?
Is there bullshit like, is it coming to me now?
Is it
What-
them?
I've never missed an arrow, ever. Even as a kid, I've never missed. Like, what the fucking, I need y'all to get the fuck away from me. This is stupid.
Are they the problem?
Is it me or is it them? Like, what's happening?
I'm the problem. It's me.
Oh man. Cool. Bast, your turn.
Well, I'm just sitting there, like, assuming at this point that I'm probably going to die because I can't hit anything and there's so much going on around me. So I'm sitting there just trying to figure out this Eldritch Blast, and I shoot another one at the Hobgoblin.
Wonderful.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby. Come on.
14.
14's not gonna hit. You
What
don't
the
have-
fuck is this guy?
You don't.
Okay.
Force field.
You're so close, but. Oh man.
Okay.
Goblin is then going to take a swing at Gertrude.
Damn.
He's touching horsey.
He is a.
He touched Horsey.
He touched Horsey.
Sure.
Yeah.
He-
Oh yeah. he
yeah,
did.
she's 11.
Oh, that's right. All right. That's gonna be 4 damage slashing for you as he, again, doesn't even clock that he got shot at, but just like the arrow whiffs by his head, and then he just comes up and tries and goes to slash you across the torso.
The hash slinging slasher. That son of a bitch.
All right.
Hey, at least
so
you got the reference.
I did. Of course I did.
I hope so.
Famessa, that's you.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
I think they're still trying to fix her camera, but
Probably.
I have 1.5 million issues going on right now.
okay.
I cast Sacred Flame on the goblin right in front of me.
On the goblin. Lovely. Cool. Yeah. Sacred Flame. I will roll up my dex save. Again, he has a minus, or no, he has a +1 to this, I believe. Yeah. That's we're just gonna hide that nat 20. He makes the save.
Oh my gosh.
He's just this tiny little thing, so as he's like running up to slash at Gertrude, it's something that you just miss on him. Gertrude. Ooh, I forgot to mention Gertrude. That damage, because you're raging, that damage was halved, so you only took 2 of them.
Oh, okay. I gotta put 2 back on then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm at 6.
Unless I specify damage, which usually means magical damage.
I just forgot it was halved, so I just took the full. So
yeah, any non-magical damage you're going to take half, and then certain magical damages I think you're also halved, but I have to double check that.
Okay.
That might be a Kalistar thing that I'm
So, but it's my turn though.
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, I miss again.
You miss again.
And I'm even more outraged with myself. I'm like, I know I have these abilities, but here I am whiffing like a dumbass. So I'm like, okay.
Okay.
My internal gust, I'm like trying to just be my own hype woman.
Yeah.
So over here, like, okay. Maybe it's the scimitar. Maybe it's the equipment. Maybe it's not the user error. Maybe it's the equipment. All right. So I bring out the javelin.
Ooh.
I switch it up.
Yeah.
I bring spiky.
Pokey. You bring a little pokey?
I say, you know what? Fine. Screw this guy. I've got my double-handed scimitar in one hand. I got the javelin behind me. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. And I'm like over here and I swap.
Cool. Take a pokey with him.
12.
On the little guy or the big guy?
Little guy.
The little guy is going to hit.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, just on whatever I can get my hands on at this point, because I'm just raging from internal and external like a crazy, like in a wild woman.
Like, I need to kill.
I'm like, I just need to do this. I need to let it out. And I just throw it. Like whatever I can get my hands on. Okay.
Roll up some damage.
7 + 2, 9. For piercing.
As you think, it's got to be the equipment. It can't be me. You quickly swap into your javelin as you like one motion, draw it, and just go poke at this guy, and you just kind of catch him square in the middle of the face and sends it right through his head as he's dead.
That's the and then I see all of this happen and I see it go through him and I'm like, yeah, I knew it wasn't user error. Like in my head, I'm like, let's go.
Oh man.
Like victory screech in my brain. The gusto is back.
All right. Hobgoblin, seeing this, is now going to change his attention and swing at you. Whew. That's going to hit you, Gertrude, for 5 damage. God damn, shitty roll.
Is that halved?
Oh, that is half. So half to 2. Thank you, Bast.
Keeping you honest.
He hicks in your mouth. Rules attorney at law. Cool. So, Hobgoblin pokes Gertrude for 2. Serona, that is your turn.
I am going to scream at the hobgoblin, "No one touches Horsey! Horsey is sacred!" And I'm going to try and shoot an arrow at it again.
All right. Roll the hit.
15.
15 hits.
Fucking finally!
My gusto.
9 damage.
9 damage.
Wait,
Holy okay.
Could we easily say that she saw my javelin come out and saw me kill that guy, and it just lit a fire, and she was like, "Yeah, no touchy."
I saw Horsey get hit again, and then I got real pissed and was like just literally screaming out as I'm like racking an arrow. "No one touches my goddamn horse!" And I shoot an arrow at him, and it hits for 9.
Serona being oddly possessive of the centaur that she hasn't actually met yet.
I like horses.
I like horses.
I like horses.
That
Part of being
tracks.
raised with the
Serona
soldiers
was, a horse
was
girl
barns.
growing up. Tracks. Cool. You absolutely catch him like right in the shoulder. It goes all the way through his traps and out the other side. He is looking very fucked up. He is on death's door as we come to Bast.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at the hobgoblin and big face of determination. I'm gonna try this one more time, and I'm going to send an Eldritch Blast right at his face.
Wonderful.
Does a 24 hit?
With that being also a critical using your hex curse.
Oh yeah, it is. So it's what,
It
plus
is.
2 damage?
It just how do you absolutely eviscerate this guy? How do you want to do this?
My Eldritch Blast hits him square in the face, and his head just completely evaporates and dissipates, and his dead body just falls to the ground, headless. And I look at him and go, "Finally!"
I wanna be like the kid from The Incredibles.
That was totally wicked.
Finally.
Finally, as you finally land this hit, you hear the voice in your head, or the weapon in your offhand just kind of, "I knew you could. Practice well, and it will treat you as such." And with that, we come out of combat.
I would like to stop flying.
Okay. Daddy, can I come down?
We did it. We did it.
We did it. As we come out of combat, we're gonna take a quick potty break. Anyone who needs a drink, free to grab some. We're gonna take probably about 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Alrighty. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back. Oh man, what a shit show of a combat.
Told you it wasn't me.
It happens, man. I tell you,
Fucking
it
guitar
happens.
guys over there.
It happens. Just this mess of people trying to hit each other.
Cursed campaign, got it.
Hopefully the digital dice kind of do better in the future.
Hopefully that I just got that out of my system for the rest of the campaign.
Hopefully everyone did.
I don't know what that was. That was just
Oh
bad
my
rolls.
gosh. Oh my gosh. Must protect Horsey. Yes, must protect Horsey.
I started off so strong and then failed immediately so hard.
Yes, just immediate fail.
At least you started off well. I just kept woof, 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 woof.
And then right at the end, I honestly
Finally
thought that you were
connect.
gonna like switch to your hammer, just to feel like I just need to clock this guy.
I mean, statistically,
It
Eldritch
would-
Blast had a better chance, but I
Yes,
mean, it
very
wasn't
much so.
working that way.
Yes. Oh man,
I swear, you have hacks. I don't.
I have hacks. I have hacks. I'm sorry, my goblin missed how many times?
Not as many as me. So
Your
hacks.
deck saves
Not
were
as-
stupid. You
My-
had 2 nat 20
I
deck saves
had
in a
2
row.
nat 20 deck saves.
That's what it is.
Ah.
Yes, I was stabilized through Holy Spare of the Dying.
Yes,
because it's,
um,
like my character, I cannot be put to sleep magically, but it was through blood loss that I passed out. So
correct.
You just needed a nap. It's fine.
that's all.
Yeah.
I just needed a nap. Well,
Nappy
nappy nap
nap.
never hurt nobody.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's like you were clocked upside the head, got knocked out, and then your head was like bleeding out. But then the Spirit of the Dying kind of like cleared that over, so you weren't actively dying anymore.
All thanks to my winged angel.
Well, and the funny thing is, as I'm looking at this and looking at the, looking at everybody, who has something that can actually give him some hit points?
Not me.
Is it me?
Yeah, I don't think so. Uh,
Wait, we're in a market. Can't we just like buy potions?
yeah. Well, if we're all back, I'll jump back into things. I don't remember. I don't have the ad. I don't have the ad break overlay on these screens yet. Loot the bodies. Loot the bodies. I will say, because how long was that? That was 6 rounds. So yeah, a good 40 seconds ish of combat. Nice good 40-second kind of hack and slash action montage. As we come out of combat, you see that everybody else in the market is kind of like dipped. Like as soon as the fighting started, everyone just kind of dipped and took off. These guys, seeing these guys just jump out of a portal, took off. They're like, "Fuck this! I don't get paid for this." As the square quiets down. Serona, you run over to one of the market stalls. And you see this guy kind of cowering behind it. He goes, and you just give me a health potion. And you toss it to Famessa, who then runs over and then kind of eases it down Milo's throat so that he comes up with what is a health potion? Is it a 1D? I should know. Healing potion 5e is 2d4 plus 2. So, Hicks, because I know you've got the app up and ready to go. Can you roll me 2d4 plus 2, please? just randomly.
Can I yell at the group as a whole and be like, no one tell him I took the fucking potion? Because fuck guitar guy.
2d4 plus 2 will be 7.
7. All right, Milo is healed for 7. And you are back
How do
up. Same way you added damage, just use the healing.
All I see is failure, success, death saves. I can't type
Oh,
in the
click 3 successes for me first. Successes.
Oh wait, no, I can do it right here. Healing.
Yeah.
7.
7. Wink.
Apply. Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh my gosh, guys! Anyone else take a nap, or was it just me? Oh god. I know why my shoulder's a little sore. Fuck.
As you guys kind of scrounge around, look around, there's nobody watching you. You know that even though these guys are, we're just trying to kill you, looting dead bodies is still kind of like, it's one of those things.
I don't give a fuck. I just walk up and start pulling shit off of them.
All right. Each of you gets 2 gold piece, and then, like, cumulatively you get 12, but then 2 goes to that shopkeep for the health potion. These guys didn't have a whole lot on them. 2 gold piece worth of stuff that you will eventually sell at the market, but we're just going to count it as X amount of gold pieces worth of shit, rather than having you cart around 7, rusty swords that will eventually add up to that.
So how much gold total?
2.
2, just 2.
Just 2. Just 2 for now.
Shit, what was my starting goal?
Do I have to add? Do I need to add that to myself somewhere, or?
It should be an inventory. Let's.
40?
Yeah.
Oh, gold. Okay.
We're gonna use.
So we just add 2.
Yep, we're gonna use Bass as our example.
Okay, got it.
So yeah, you would click up here into 90. How do you have 90?
I just fixed it.
Oh, okay. Deal.
I did buy for my stuff. Buy stuff.
That's right. You
for
started
setup.
with gold and then bought.
Yep.
Cool.
I know I started with gold from
Yeah.
my mercenary
Everyone started
shit.
with X amount. I will go through and tweak and make sure, because Bass, you actually have more than that.
Okay.
But I'll tweak that off screen.
Okay.
So yeah, everyone adds 2 gold. As you kind of like catch your breath and take a look around, you guys are all kind of meeting each other mostly for the first time.
Well, before I even get a chance to do that, I end up kind of in like a kneeled position
Mm-hmm.
with like my human hands on the ground. And I'm just like, I have my head down and I'm just breathing really deeply, just trying to get myself out of my rage state before I remotely like either look and or try to interact with anyone else.
I want to try and hug the horsey.
As she tries to hug me, I say, I don't know who the fuck you are, but if you want to live, you better not touch me. I'm like, get away
Horsey.
from me. Do not touch me. And as soon as I like say, do not touch me, like my rage eyes, I just like look up and I just stare at her. I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Ooh, pretty horsey.
And I'm like, do you seriously not understand who the Nick?
Horsey.
Okay. Do you still go for firstly, roll me let's call it Gertrude, roll me intimidation with advantage versus your insight, Serona.
Intimidation with advantage, you said?
With advantage. Right click that number and you can roll with advantage.
Yeah.
And then you said my insight?
23.
Versus your insight, yes.
15.
Cool. You can tell that she doesn't want to. Are you still gonna go for the
Ooh, scary horsey. Horsey.
Okay. You're gonna roll a contested grapple check.
Where do I find that?
No, it's Serona is gonna roll athletics with disadvantage against
Okay.
either Gertrude's acrobatics or athletics. Take your pick.
I'm rolling athletics.
Yes, athletics. Yes, that's yes.
Yes.
I got a 10.
I got an 18.
You just come in flying, horsey! As you do, she kind of just catches you and just kind of immediately shoulder throws you into the ground.
I love this.
I know you do. That's the weird.
Even in game, this is still her kink.
This
All
is still
right.
your thing.
I'm
Get
a
thrown
fighter.
around
What
by-
do you want from me?
Get thrown around by horses. You
As soon as I throw,
take
wait,
2 damage.
you take 2 damage.
Worth it. Ooh,
As soon as I throw her on the ground, I said, "Is that enough? Can you leave me the fuck alone for like 2 seconds?"
Okay, fine. Strong horsey.
Like, jeez. And I just
technically-
like go back into my stance and I'm just like deep breathing and like clenching my hands from what the fuck just happened. And I'm just like breathing, trying to get myself out of rage still.
And I'm just sitting there like, yay, strong horsey. I pick horsey good.
I look at Gertrude in the eyes and go, "Looks like somebody could use a drink." And I start aimlessly looking around for the nearest tavern.
Milo gives a here, here. I could use a drink as well.
Oh god, guitar guy's talking again. Son of a bitch.
This is gonna be a great group dynamic. This is just gonna be fantastic.
I look at everybody and say, "If you find a tavern, I'll buy." But I look right at Serona and tell her, "But not you."
What the fuck did I do? I fucking saved your ass like twice.
There is a tavern right next door. As the guards kind of come back, and you know as wont to do in fantasy world, the mortuary just kind of wanders in and starts measuring bodies. I'm like, okay, fine, be that way. So they go about cleaning these guys up after you've taken what you've found for good loot. Roll a... Actually, anybody, before we do that, anybody who wants to can roll a... I think we're going to call this an investigation check.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll.
I rolled.
I
Go
got
ahead
a
and roll.
3.
20.
Dirty 20.
I got a 15.
15.
I rolled an 18.
Lovely. Cool. As you guys are looting stuff, you see a flyer. It doesn't look like it was from the Feywild that these guys kind of portaled in from. But the Hobgoblin has this little, like, poster. And it just says, "Wanted, dead or alive, Anna Yeomont." And then it's like reward in gold. Yeah, it doesn't actually give a number. It's just like reward in gold. And then it directs you to the empire-wide trading company called the Ebonlock Syndicate.
You know, in my experience, normally when it says reward in gold without a number, it's normally pretty high.
So, you guys take that and go into the tavern. At this point, you know, the guards come back, they go about cleaning it, and everything kind of quietly goes back to the hustle and bustle of people still needing to buy stuff from the market. They're just going to now, rather than perusing, they're going to get their shit and get out. But the tavern, people kind of file back in. You guys find a nice spot in the corner, and the barkeep comes up. This stout dwarf comes up and kind of takes drink orders. They've got a couple of good local ales, a good Ashafate wine from the capital that gets widely distributed, and then a couple other non-alcoholic. So, is
I
anyone
say,
here?
bartender, if you give me something that take this pain out of my shoulder, we'll buy it right now.
Right, sounds good to me.
I'll slam coins down on the table and ask for 4 drinks, one for everybody.
One for everybody.
Bitch.
He does like the math. He kind of like locks eye contact with everybody, and then you just kind of look at him, Serona. Do you order one?
Just give me the non-alcoholic bullshit. Obviously, I need to stay sober about the weird magic hands, man.
Right?
Never
right?
did
Whatever,
trust Magic
whatever,
Man.
right? Whatever works. And he goes out and he comes back with 5 drinks and sets them all out. And you guys kind of just collect together.
I look around and I say, wow, that could have gone a little better, but hey, look at us. We made it.
I was fine.
I look to my sweet dear Famessa and I say, thanks, baby girl.
I'm still just kind of coming out of it, and so I've obviously my eyes have changed back and I'm fine. I'm just kind of keeping to myself, just watching everybody and how they're like interacting with each other, but I don't really say much quite yet because I'm still like transitioning out. So
Yeah.
I just grab a drink and I'm just like sipping on it, just like just like chilling.
Yeah.
I grab my drink and just slowly stare at my hands and go, well, I've never done that before. What was that? Have you ever seen that before?
Anybody
Seen
can-
what before?
That stuff that came out of my hands. I've never done that before.
The stuff that came out and missed?
It hit once.
Once is all you need, good friend.
I mean, that's fair. I had a lot of equipment error myself, so I mean, I guess I understand a little bit.
I'm just gonna sit at the end of the bar, not like next to them, but slightly like a couple seats down and mind my own business. Cause fuck those fucking people that can't hit shots. Jesus.
Says the one who shot through my hat and missed the little goblin in front of me.
In my defense, you were blocking my view.
But as I see her scoot away, I'm like, well, I mean, Serona, I was like, well, I don't know your name yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
but I mean, your shot was good. I appreciate the save, because yeah, that mechanical error was a pretty big one, and you know, I could have lost it.
I'm gonna turn and look at Horsey, like questioning just Horsey.
No, still no Horsey.
In fact, the one we should be thanking for that fight is Lathandar, for he says, "Bitches be trippin'," and
Who
something
the
else.
fuck's Lathandar?
The Lord of
I'm
Light.
like, I look at her and I'm just like, what kind of world do you live in? Like,
The only
what?
god I believe in is archery and money.
You
I'm just confused.
Lathandar, as she says that, it does click back. Lathandar is the god of the morning and sun and growth and all that fun stuff. As you see this dark Azamar with very bony wings say that, you just kind of like,
Think you might be on the wrong side
math
of that,
might
but
be
alright.
mathing, but okay, you know.
I look to Famasa and I say, I think I've actually read that somewhere.
Thank you, Milo.
I'm just like, okay. And I just take another sip. I'm like, okay.
I'm just gonna scoot further away from Famasa.
Bitches be tripping.
It's fucking weird.
Bitches tripping. So the question really remains, where did y'all come from?
Who the fuck are y'all?
Well, when mommy and daddy love each other very
Oh,
much.
shut the fuck
Oh,
up.
okay.
Shut up.
Oh, it wasn't that deep.
Misquoting
Got it.
Lathandar or whatever her name,
Got
his
it.
name
Got it.
is.
Not that
Tall
deep.
guy.
Nathaniel, probably.
No, I mean, what brings you to this area? Because I don't even know what I'm doing here, much less what you guys
I
are doing
see.
here.
I'm just looking for work, man.
Well, I, along with Famasa, we were just walking down the road. I'm on a journey to figure out the conspiracy of the raiders and the planned, what felt like a planned attack on my village, and I'm trying to find what could have caused my simple little village to be attacked by a group of raiders.
Probably 'cause you
I
talk
am
too
on a
much.
journey of self-discovery and to find my way back into the hands of Lathandar.
Um,
So very
I-
poetic justice bullshit. Okay, what's going on with this fly thing over here? What
I just
what
want
are you
work.
doing?
I'm just trying to find some work, man. I quit my mercenary company because I got in a fight with this stupid fucker that wouldn't listen. They lost anyway. I just want a job. Stupid.
Fair enough. All right, Mr. Cape Man. What about you?
Well, I think they were after something I found. I take out my great hammer and I slam it down on the table to show everybody. I found
Wait.
that, and then
um,
they started chasing me.
Oh, so
That's
Magic
really
Man's
all
a
I
thief.
know.
Got it.
I said I found it in the woods.
So Magic Man's a
Wait.
thief.
I
would
turn to
like
Bast and I say, wait a minute. I know that green cape anywhere. Are you the one that I cast as I passed out?
Yeah, no, your bardic inspiration. It was a good try, but it didn't really work that well.
Well, sometimes we shoot a little short. I wasn't up to full par, but it is what it is.
Anyone that wants to may make an Arcana check on this hammer.
Okay.
As he sets the hammer down on the table, no one else
I
hears
roll an
the
11
voice.
Arcana.
I
Yeah,
rolled
okay.
a nat 20.
Nat 20.
18.
Love it. 19. Perfect.
I didn't roll.
That's okay. You don't have to.
18.
I got a
18.
7.
All right. With your high rolls, you guys, those of you that like are mildly arcanely attuned, Gertrude, you look at this thing, and just by the look of it, you would guess that there's some magical aura about it. There's something special about it. It's not just a regular warhammer.
Looks like a fucking hammer to me.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then-
It looks like a hammer I've seen before in a play. What is it called? Thor?
Milo, you get a little bit of arcane aura from it, but you don't know exactly where it's coming from.
I look at this hammer and I say, you know, I don't care where you got it. I just want to get my tinker tools all over it.
I grab my hammer and pull it slowly towards myself out of Milo's reach.
Can I punch guitar guy? I would
Vanessa,
like to
with
punch
your
guitar
nat
guy.
20, you can definitely tell that this is an arcane hammer. That it originated in the Feywild, so it's got very, very potent magic attached to it. You would guess that it has been touched by some of the shadow deities, not so much to make it like an evil or good, but more so, this thing has a mind of its own. And not to the point where it's going to control anybody, but this thing has power beyond which you can really wrap your head around right now. And as you guys are kind of comparing stories back and forth, Milo, you produced this missive that you found as like part of the evidence you gathered that this was a large conspiracy against your village, and you kind of just flash it, and as you show the group, up in the top corner, is the same sigil that's on Gertrude's emblem.
So I look at this piece, and I look up at her emblem, and I look down, and I slowly start to hide it and just kind of keep that information to myself for now.
Gertrude, give me a perception check. Or yeah, give me perception.
Perception?
Yes, please. Because she's
21.
actively 21. Jesus.
It was
You
a
definitely
nat 20 plus 1.
was
Oh,
it a
nat 20 plus 1.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Nat 20. You immediately clock it as the same thing that's on your shoulder. From what you remember, it's like as you clock it on something that other than what you're wearing, you get various flashes in your memory of this sigil being around caverns, catacombs, various places in this very large city that you used to be in. And
So I do like a "That's So Raven" moment where I have like I
Very much.
tunnel vision.
very much so, like it
Okay.
clicks in your head that yes, Maddie, quit throwing shit.
Sorry.
Ma'am, you know
let's
the
see.
rules.
Here, let's do this. Let's do that. Now you can keep moving shit. Doesn't matter to me. I understand the ADHD, just need to move shit around.
Sorry.
But you definitely have this like moment where you get flashes of, I've seen this before, seen it on cloaks with people I was meeting with, very much so, where these are people that you worked with. This is not people that you were fighting against or acting against. These are people that you were working with, but you still don't know where they were, or you can't put any faces. Every face that you see in your flash is just kind of a blur.
Okay.
So
as I'm having this vision, I'm kind of squinting a little bit, and like I kind of have my eyebrows are kind of going down, like in like a quizzical frustration kind of vibe, as I'm like staring at it and just like looking at it just super intensely, like nobody could break my vision on this hammer.
yeah.
Until I come out of it, and I blink a little bit, and like I kind of adjust my head, like what just happened. But like I don't say that out loud. I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Cool.
okay. And I'm just like sitting there in kind of confusion, but I keep it to myself because I don't know these people, nor do they know anything about me. So I just kind of keep it also to myself.
Yeah.
Of like, a light in the lighthouse, but no idea how this connects.
So that all clicks in your head. Milo, you slowly put the piece of paper away, and Hicks, you put your hammer back away.
I was about to say, does anybody notice me doing that?
Give me
I'm staring at Horsey the whole time.
Give me a deception check. I will do it against everyone's passive except for Maddie can roll insight. Roll insight. Because you're
You want
actively
the rest of us to roll
Horsey.
perception?
No.
No.
I'm gonna do against passive insight.
Oh, mine's 12.
I got an 18.
All right. Serona definitely clocks that. Milo clocks that.
Oh, you want me to roll insight?
No, I'm taking your
Oh, no.
passive insight, which is
Gotcha,
basically
okay.
like as you're just going about your day, this is how much you just notice without actively looking for anything.
Gotcha, okay.
So Milo's going to clock that, Serona's going to clock that, and Famessa's going to clock that. Bass is the only one that is not. But he's also
I'm just sitting
preoccupied
there
because-
drinking my beer.
Well, because
Not paying
at
attention to
the
anything.
same time, Famessa is like keyed in on this hammer, so you're suddenly like, focusing on putting that away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course, he's hiding something.
What do you mean I'm hiding something?
I don't know. You looked really weird for a second, and when you looked at the hammer, and when you looked at the weird guitar guy, and now you look constipated like you're trying to keep something in. I want to know
Wow.
what it is.
I don't know
Your
who the
guess-
weird guitar guy is, but I also noticed her. And she might be hiding something, I think, as well.
You're the fucking guitar guy. Why are you talking? I didn't ask for your
Listen,
input.
guys, if you know what I'm
Something.
hiding, you can happily tell me because your guess is as good as mine at this point.
You think, yeah, you guys think that something's up and something clicked in her mind, but you have no idea what. So,
I'll figure it out eventually.
yeah.
When you figure
Yeah.
it out, let me know. That'd be great.
After that statement, I just kind of, you know what? We're all a little exhausted from this fight. Let's just clink glasses and have a beer.
Clink.
Cheers.
Clink.
Cheers.
Serona, do you join in the cheers? Just clink, slams, puts it down.
Sorry,
gets
delayed
slammed.
reaction. Oops.
Ah,
Mm.
lovely. You guys kind of slip into just idle chatter for a while. As you guys continue talking, it becomes like you guys all share that you are all heading essentially to the same place, making your way along the Champions Road to end up eventually in the capital of Erison. And, you know, with your own separate things to find along the way, Bast, you kind of, at this point, you have the hammer and you're kind of just trying to unlock as much of that as you can. So, you know, I think you feel at this point that, you know, tagging along might not be a bad idea.
Without really knowing anybody else, since I'm just freshly here from the Fey run, yeah, I figure I might as well stay with these guys and see what happens.
Fair.
I still want to punch guitar guy. Just for the fucking shits and giggles of it, because he talks too much.
For playing the game, for just hanging out
Just
and
for
having
hanging out,
fun,
just for
like
hanging out.
everyone else.
I think that
I still wanna
eventually
punch
you
him.
guys like go through and then like are hanging out long enough, and eventually you kind of look at him and you square him and go, "I think I could take you." Do you accept the challenge, Milo? Just a quick little Kingsman's rules fisticuffs.
I think in this moment, as I'm coming down from the adrenaline of the fight, my aches and sword scrapes and stabs are starting to hurt. I will decline said request.
Fucking wimp.
Serona, you can see it in his eyes that he's down, but he's also beat the hell up.
Fine. It's not a fair fight if you're fucking hurt anyway, stupid.
So, you guys settle in, kind of get rooms for the night, and in the morning, you all decide to head out further on the Champions Road. You guys have stocked up for the trip. Nothing too much. I will say, if you want to, the guy has plenty of healing potions. If you guys want to buy one for 2 gold each, I'll allow that.
Yep, I will buy one.
Same.
I'll
Yeah.
buy one for shits and giggles.
Said
Yeah.
for 2.
How much gold should I have then?
I'm not. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look. I'm just gonna compare against everyone else.
What is it called?
I think it's called just a healing potion.
Potion of healing.
Potion of healing. That's right. They named it stupid.
Yeah.
Well, there's there's a greater, superior, and supreme. Or there's an
Yeah.
elixir of health.
You want potion of healing.
Just the regular one.
Yeah. Wrong.
Um,
Keyboard.
do I need? Wait, where do I? Sorry, where do I need to type that in and find that somewhere, or do I just take out 2 gold from my inventory?
Take out 2 gold, and then in your inventory, go to manage inventory.
2 gold. Manage
You add it to
inventory.
yours, Hicks.
Well, I don't know how many I'm getting yet.
I'm gonna say that you have.
Potion of
Do I
healing.
have enough for 2?
Yeah, you have enough for 2.
Okay.
I'll go do 2 then.
Okay.
Okay. I have my potion of healing.
Potion of
Yes, me
healing.
too.
Yes, 2 of them. Cool. And these you can use these in combat, as long as you have an action to use them. The way we're gonna do healing potions is, you can use your full action to take full advantage. So essentially, instead of the 2d4 plus 2 hit points, if you use your full action, it's going to regain 10, like max dice. If you use a bonus action, you're going to roll it out.
Okay. Now that I've added that, where do I see that? Should I see that in action?
No, it'll
Or-
be in an inventory.
it'll be-
It's just going to be an inventory
In-
because it's not really a thing.
Okay.
We'll just
Cool.
clock it as we
And
use
then
it.
when we're at the inn, are we doing a long rest or a short rest,
Yes,
technically?
this is going to be a long rest. So everyone up at the top, along the same line as your name, you will see a long rest. Go ahead and click that and then confirm. To take a long rest, you will all regain any spell slots you've used, any class action or class abilities,
Cool.
and I think all of your hit points will be reset.
Yep. Okay. Very nice.
Cool.
Okay.
And with that, where are we at? Yeah. Unless there's something else we want to do, we're going to send you guys on your way down the Champions Road.
I'm ready to hit the road.
Cool.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Might as well get going.
Yeah.
Guess
Hit
I'll
the
stay
road,
with
Jack.
them. I don't have anything better to do.
You just you're up in the bar already in the morning while they come down and get on their way, and they all walk out the door. And you're like,
I just shrug and start following them.
fine.
I'm like a petulant child. Oh my god, fine.
You're just at the bar and you look over and Gertrude just kind of doesn't even beckon you, just kind of looks at you and you're like, horsey.
You're like, damn it, Horsey's leaving. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Let's protect Horsey. Okay.
You guys head out on the Champions Road, and with that, we'll call that for this week.
Okay.
Cool.
That's